Hello, class of 2024, and welcome to Morris Hills High School, home of the Scarlet Knights. It is with a deep sense of pride that I represent the professional staff of Morris Hills High School and greet you as the school's building principal. My name is Dr. Torriello. As your building principal, I wish you a year filled with success, challenge, and enjoyment. To all ninth graders and their parents and guardians preparing to enter Morris Hills High School, the process can be daunting to say the least. For many of you, these days are marked by some trepidation, some fear of the unknown, and some discomfort. We both recognize and appreciate your apprehensions. They are natural and real. We are here to raise your comfort level and acquaint you with the building soon to be yours from today on. I have a few remarks I would like to share with you as you begin your high school journey at Morris Hills High School. Each of you enters this building with a blank report card, not a mark on it except your name. You begin here with a perfectly clean slate, no grades, no attendance record, no prior history. You are in a position to define a new beginning, a new academic record, a new impression, a new reputation, a new story. We are here to support you in the process, to prepare you for your new journey. Whether you pursue college, technical school, the armed forces, whatever your aspirations may be. We want to impress upon you that high school is not an end to your educational journey. Post-high school education is crucial in today's highly technical world. Without continued education, opportunities for high school graduates in 2024 will be limited. So set your sights on further education and work hard to ensure that it happens for you. I am proud to tell you that the opportunities awaiting you here at Morris Hills High School have no limits. We have one of the finest and most committed teaching staffs in the state of New Jersey. Year after year, we have been ranked in the state of New Jersey by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top high schools. Our athletic program and extracurricular offerings are among the most respected in the state. Our academic program is one on the map as one that serves the needs of all students, of all abilities, and of all interests. In short, you have come to a top-notch high school and now have the opportunity to make it even better through your contributions, and it all begins on day one. The record you build here will determine the doors that will be open to you upon graduation. We strive to create a climate that is safe, challenging, and productive. We count on you to join us and your classmates by responding as mature participants ready to make sound contributions to your new school community. We want you to be fully ready for success when you leave this high school 4 years from now. Although you will receive full support and guidance here, there is no hand-holding at Morris Hills High School. You have come across the middle school bridge to high school life as young adults ready to assume responsibility for your own outcomes. We expect you to meet that responsibility head on, and we will be there to support you however we can. You can count on it. Many people have asked, what do students need to do to be successful in high school? Research suggests 3 answers. 1, seek independence. 2, assume responsibility. And 3, take action. That last answer, take action, seems to be the most popular answer. And when it comes to taking action, here is what we know. A percentage of high schoolers go to school every day and do something. A percentage of high schoolers go to school every day and do a good job. A percentage of high schoolers go to school every day and do a little more than is expected. A percentage of high schoolers go to school every day and give their very best every day. Our challenge to you today is to become one of those high schoolers who come to Morris Hills High School every day and give your very best. You will never ever regret it. Approach this year by following these guidelines as outlined in the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Be proactive. Accept responsibility for your own behavior. Begin with the end in mind. All things are created twice. First mentally, second physically. Put first things first. Plan, prioritize, and execute. Think win-win. Having a winning attitude. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen to people sincerely. Synergize. Work together with others to achieve more. Sharpen the saw. Renew yourself in the 4 basic areas of life: physical, social, mental, and spiritual. So get involved, stay organized, seek help right away when you need it. Start thinking now about post-high school plans and be determined to be a success story here at Morris Hills High School. We are most excited about getting to know all of you. To our parents and guardians, we believe that entrance into high school is one of the most sensitive transitions in a youngster's life. It's frightening, sometimes confusing, and sometimes overwhelming. Change is rarely painless in the life of an adolescent, and entering high school is a tall order. Those of us who are already here in place know that your children have entered a school that will soon feel very safe and very comfortable. And one of our greatest pleasures is watching a new incoming freshman class develop that sense of comfort and safety. Our excitement, however, is balanced by a keen sense of responsibility to do everything we can to make the next 4 years both productive and enriching. Not only for your children, but for you as well. We welcome that responsibility, we accept it, and we solicit your partnership in forging the kind of alliances where people come together and grow. Once again, on behalf of the entire staff, welcome to Morris Hills High School. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to Morris Hills High School, the class of 2024. My name is Mr. Melvin and I'm the Vice Principal for grades 10 and 12. While I realize that this year may not be the traditional beginning of a school year, your legacy still begins today. You'll be measured by your academic success, your personal growth, the type of person you become, and what you accomplish here while you're here. I hope that through your legacy, you will leave this place better than you found it. There are many opportunities here for you to explore your interests, to try new things, to meet new people, and to figure out exactly who you are. Through this journey, you'll have the assistance of a dedicated professional staff of teachers, counselors, and administrators to help you along the way. By exploring elements outside of the classroom, you will get the opportunity to learn life skills that no class can teach you. You'll discover what you love and meet individuals that love the same things. You'll establish relationships and create memories that you will keep well beyond your years at Morris Hills. Getting involved at our school provides each of you with the tools that you need to become the best version of you, as well as to cement your legacy here. Whether you're attending our school virtually, in person, or through a hybrid model, I ask that all of our students follow the golden rule of treating others as you would want them to treat you. Before you hit send, before you say something, or before you act, please think to yourself, would I want this said or this sent to me? We may not have been around one another for quite some time or haven't met one another yet, but being empathetic towards your fellow classmates goes a long way in creating the environment of inclusivity that we pride ourselves on. Finally, keep up with the latest news from all of our student activities by following on Twitter using the handle MHActivities and subscribe to our MH Activities YouTube channel. Thank you, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you and getting to know you better.
Good morning, class of 2024. My name is Mrs. Barcosi, and I'm the assistant principal in charge of attendance, and the site coordinator for the AVID program. I would like to welcome all of you to Morris Hills High School, and I look forward to working with you in the next 4 years. As freshmen at Morris Hills, you are coming to us from a number of different middle schools, all with different attendance policies and procedures. Today, I would like to highlight a few areas of our attendance policy that may be different than those of your middle schools, as we take our attendance policy very seriously at Morris Hills. It is expected that all students be in attendance in all classes, reporting to each of them on time and utilizing every minute productively. Anytime a student misses more than 10 minutes of instructional time during a particular block without a valid reason for excusal, they will be marked absent from that block. If you exceed the number of absences allowed in a class, you will be removed from the course and will have to repeat it the following year. If you lose credit in a class due to excessive absenteeism, you cannot make the class up in summer school. Students are allowed the following number of absences. Full year courses, for example, English, biology, band, choir, 8 absences. Phys ed classes, which last 3 quarters of the year, 6 absences. Semester classes, for example, criminology, animal behavior, 4 absences. Health and driver's ed classes, which last 1 quarter, 2 absences. If you arrive more than 10 minutes late to school, you must go directly to the attendance office to sign in before reporting to your class. In all blocks, you are considered late if you arrive after the bell, and absent if you are more than 10 minutes late to the class. 2 lates will equal 1 absence. Tardies and absences will add up very quickly, so please be on time. Please remind your parents and guardians to call the attendance office when you are absent and report your name and the reason for your absence on the voicemail or to the attendance secretary, Mrs. Cialella. All absences must be verified by a parent or a guardian. Calls can be made at any time and left on the office voicemail. Early dismissals require a note or an email from a parent or guardian. Notes or emails should be sent electronically or left in the early dismissal box outside of the attendance office before the school day begins. All dismissals will be verified with a parent or guardian. Doctor's appointments will not be excused without proper documentation. If you do go to the doctor during school hours, please obtain a medical note from the physician bearing the date and bring the original note to the attendance office on the day you return to school to obtain a medical excusal. Only the dates on the note can be excused. So if you are still sick the next day, please call your doctor and they may excuse the day for you by giving you a new doctor's note. We verify all doctor's notes. Another one of my important daily tasks will be to monitor the student dress code with the help of your teachers and the rest of the Morris Hills administrative team. The school's dress code is listed in your student handbook, and a letter regarding the specifics of the dress code is also posted on the school's website. You are expected to review this information and follow the dress code at all times. If you have any questions about the attendance policy, the dress code, or the AVID program, please don't hesitate to ask or have a parent or a guardian call the attendance office. Again, welcome to Morris Hills.
This year brings many new changes in your educational setting, starting with the district's implementation of a hybrid schedule. However, the most significant of these changes is the greater responsibility for all your actions. We will treat you as young adults, and we expect you to behave as responsible young adults. Over the next few days of school, you will hear a series of announcements from me that highlight our code of conduct. Some of the most important are as follows. Morris Hills has a zero tolerance for weapons or items that symbolize weapons. We also have a zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol or items that symbolize drugs or alcohol. There is no smoking or possession of tobacco products, including electronic cigarettes. These items are strictly prohibited on school grounds or at school-sponsored events. Violators will be subject to a suspension penalty. E-cigarette perpetrators will also have to be examined by a medical professional and be drug tested before being allowed to return to school. We have a full-time police officer in the building Monday through Friday. Officer McQuestion is from the Rockaway Borough Police Department. Please be aware that all cell phones must be off and out of sight between 8:05 and the end of the school day. Any student using a cell phone in their classroom without a teacher's permission will have it confiscated. The student will also receive a Saturday detention, and the device will only be returned back to their parent. Here at Mars Hills, we feel that respect for oneself and others is the key to maintaining an effective learning environment. We will treat you with respect. We expect the same from you in return. My office is located in room 101, just off the main entrance corridor. Please feel free to stop by at any time if you need assistance. Welcome to Mars Hills, and I hope you have a great freshman year. Thank you.
Welcome, freshman students and parents. My name is Robert Haraka, and I am the Athletic Director and Supervisor of Physical Education and Health at Mars Hills High School. It is my pleasure to share some information with you regarding our athletic and physical education programs. Mars Hills High School is proud to offer a comprehensive and vibrant athletic program. We offer 29 varsity sports with multiple levels of competition. We have a total of 58 teams, and in any given season, we have over 500 student athletes participating. Our athletic facilities are first class and enhance the athletic experience for our students. Two critical components of participating in a sport at Mars Hills High School are academic eligibility and medical clearance. All freshmen, by NJSIAA rules, are automatically eligible for the fall and winter seasons. However, in order to be academically eligible for the spring sport, all students, including freshmen, must be passing 30 credits, which is the equivalent of 6 classes from the first semester. As a sophomore and beyond, students must have passed 30 credits from the previous academic year. Please realize that study halls are worth 0 credits and will not count toward your athletic eligibility requirements. Before being permitted to participate in any sport, all students must be medically cleared by our health office staff and school physician. This registration process is completed through the Mars Hills Athletic Family ID program. A valid physical examination must be on file with the health office and performed by your own physician. Physical examinations are only valid for 365 days according to New Jersey state law. I encourage all parents to go to our athletic page on the Mars Hills website for detailed information on registering for a sport. A major emphasis of any interscholastic athletic program should be sportsmanship. Mars Hills High School has an outstanding reputation and holds high expectations for good sportsmanship by students, parents, and coaches. 3 simple rules to keep in mind are: let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. While physical education will look somewhat different this school year, we want to ensure you that the class will be a meaningful and beneficial experience while still following strict health and safety protocols. Given recent New Jersey Department of Education guidelines, locker room usage will not be allowed for at least the first marking period. Therefore, students will not be required to change for physical education. However, we will require that students wear sneakers and comfortable activewear clothing on the days that they have their physical education class. Unpreparedness, such as not having sneakers, will adversely affect students' grades. A comprehensive list of rules and regulations for physical education will be given to each student by their teacher. The physical education and health program consists of 2 quarters of comprehensive physical education and fitness activities, 1 quarter of character education and fitness activities, and 1 quarter of health. The health curriculum sequence is as follows. Grade 9 curriculum focuses on body systems and human sexuality. The grade 10 curriculum will be driver education instruction. The grade 11 curriculum will focus on mental health, substance abuse, and CPR, AED, and first aid. And the grade 12 curriculum culminates the student's experience with family life education. Another area of supervision that I am charged with are the school nurses and health office services. If you have any health-related concerns or questions, please feel free to reach out to our nursing staff at 973-664-2333. Once again, I encourage parents and students to familiarize themselves with our website in order to find the information you need. Also, please follow the Morris Hills Athletic Department on Twitter at mhillsathletics or on Instagram at hillsathletics. Thank you.
Welcome, class of 2024. I'm Mrs. Rivera Carney, the supervisor of school counseling. The Morris Hills High School counselors are highly trained to support students and provide them with all the resources they need to make good decisions, whether it is in their classes, clubs, activities, friends, or with personal problems you may have in or out of school. We provide emotional support, family intervention, social development, career planning, and of course, academic planning. At Morris Hills High School, about 90% of our students go to college. You should be excited and enjoy each day because the next 4 years will go fast. We have many opportunities for you here at Morris Hills High School, and I hope you take advantage of them. Each of our students have been assigned a counselor who will be working with them all 4 years. Morris Hills High School has 6 counselors, not including myself, 2 administrative assistants, and a student assistant counselor. On August 28th, your student's 2020-2021 schedule will be posted in Aspen's portal. To help you, I'm providing this sample schedule. You will see on the left are the A-Day classes, blocks 1 through 4. On the right are the B-Day classes, blocks 5 through 8. Within each block, you will find a course code, a section number, the teacher's name, and the classroom assigned. In this schedule, you will see this student is scheduled for physical education and health on A-Day during block 1. You will also see that there is a line between the 2 courses. That is because physical education runs for 3/4 of the year and the health class runs 1/4 of the year. They share the same block. The quarters assigned are shown in parentheses. So in this sample student, quarters 1, 3, and 4, they will report to the gym for physical education classes. However, quarter 2, the student will scheduled to take health in room 237. When reviewing your student's schedule, be sure to check to see you have all 8 blocks filled. 5 of the 8 classes should include an English, a math class, a science class, a social studies, and a physical education health class. These courses will fulfill the first year of your student's 3 or 4 year high school requirements for their high school diploma. Most of the other classes are considered electives that can include world language, art, business, music, and technology classes. However, they may fulfill other graduation requirements. You can find detailed information on our district website at MHRD Program of Studies Graduation Requirements. By now, you should all know your students' cohort assignments. Here you will find the schedule calendar and cohorts to review. If your student is assigned to cohort 1, we will be on campus and attend their A-Day classes on Tuesdays and their B-Day classes on Wednesdays. Thursdays and Fridays will be their virtual instructional days. If your student is assigned to cohort 2, you will see their A-Day classes on Thursdays and their B-Day classes on Fridays. Tuesday and Wednesdays will be their virtual instructional class. Mondays are all virtual days for both cohorts 1 and 2, as well as your students will meet both A and B Day teachers. All virtual days are synchronous. That means whether your student is at home or at school, you will be attending at the same exact times. Students must log into their classes during scheduled time virtually, or they may be marked absent. Most students are attached to their cell phones, so the school counselors and I recommend strongly scheduling alarm clocks on their students' personal cell phones, with start times for each of your virtual days. They seem to always have their phones nearby. Again, whether you are coming to Morris Hills High School via our hybrid schedule, or you're attending full virtual, all virtual days are synchronous. This includes if we move towards an all virtual instruction model. However, our bell schedules are slightly different. Let's review the hybrid schedule first. You will see 55 minutes of instructional time with 5 minutes to clean their desks before dismissal. The first 4 blocks of each day will meet back-to-back without lunch break, and the day ends at 12:40. Now let's review the virtual instruction bell schedule. You will see there are 60 minutes of instruction time. The first 2 blocks back-to-back, then lunch break, then closes with the last 2 blocks. Both schedules include a virtual office hour. This is where students can log into any of the 4 teachers scheduled that day to ask any questions they may have. Now let's review the Flex Monday Bell schedule. This schedule will be used every Monday under both the hybrid model or if we move toward an all virtual model. Students will meet virtually with all their classes on Flex Monday. Teachers will review the prior week's work and set expectations for the current week. Virtual office hours are also available to students in the afternoon for assistance. Shortly after the school year starts, your counselor will visit your health or physical education classes to meet you face-to-face. However, to keep our students and parents up to date, we have created the MH Class of 2024 Google Classroom. Students must join first, then we can invite parents to the Google Classroom. Here is the join code. In the Morris Hills Class of 2024 Google Classroom, we will post instructional videos to help students navigate through their academic coursework, as well as share important information including marking period dates and upcoming events. Our primary focus for the Class of 2024 is simply helping them transition to the high school environment, especially with such limited face time in our hybrid schedule. We will provide students and parents with tools and resources on how to monitor their academic workload. You can email your school counselor and schedule virtual meetings during non-instructional times, Monday through Friday till 3 p.m. September 1st marks a fresh academic start. Everything you do starting on September 1st goes on that high school transcript that eventually will be sent to your colleges your senior year. So aim high and work as hard as you can. In life, we have few opportunities to start fresh, and this is one of them. Please don't be shy about contacting your school counselor to ask any questions you may have. We're here to assist you however we can. On behalf of the school counselors, I would like to say we are looking forward to working with you.
Class of 2024, welcome to Morris Hills High School. Well, kind of. I'm Chris Coulter, and I'm the president of the Student Government Association here, and I was hoping to give you a youthful perspective on how to make the most of your Morris Hills experience as you enter the first of the 4 greatest years of your life. First of all, make every second count. As these uncertain times can attest, anything can happen at any time, and oftentimes, nobody's ready for it at all. On March 13th, our world came to a standstill, and everyone at Morris Hills lost their second home. This shows how we can't take anything for granted, and for that reason, I urge you to take advantage of the opportunities and resources that our school has to offer. For example, if you're like me and you love politics, consider joining the Student Government Association or Model Congress or the Junior States of America. If you like math, we have the New Jersey Math League Assessment, we have the Academic Decathlon, and we have the Math Club. If you want to make our community better, we have service-oriented clubs like the Environmental Action Club and Project LEAD. Moral of the story is there's something at Morris Hills for everyone, and I urge each and every one of you to get involved in any way you know how. In the blink of an eye, you'll be walking across the stage of graduation accepting your diploma from Dr. Torriello. So you have to make every moment count. I urge you to hit the ground running, stay focused, meet new friends, and again, get involved. Again, welcome to Morris Hills High School, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you more throughout the year.
Welcome to Morris Hills High School. There are multiple entrances into our school dependent upon how you arrive. The first through the athletic wing doors if you walk to school or are dropped off by a parent or guardian. As you enter into these doors, you'll enter our gym lobby. Straight ahead, you will see our main gym. For this school year, all freshman students will report to the main gym no matter how you arrive until the staggered dismissal time. Please remain socially distanced. Here, we hold PE classes, a variety of school functions, and indoor sports. Back in the gym lobby, you will see the athletic office where Mr. Haraka, our athletic director, is located. Down this hallway, you'll find our auditorium. Here, a variety of concerts, plays, musicals, and school functions are held. Further down the hallway is our auxiliary gym, also known as gyms 3 and 4. Typically, freshman PE is held here. The other entrance to our building is for any student who will be arriving by bus. As you exit your bus, you'll notice a building across the driveway. This is our Academy building. Here, we have a variety of classes, and it is where our CAD lab, graphics lab, and auto shop are located. All Academy classrooms have the letter A in front of their room numbers. As you enter the building from this route, you'll pass our wood shop and metal shop. Please report to your assigned staging areas by grade level when reporting to school in the 2020-2021 school year, and not to the cafeteria before school, as many have done in the past. The MH cafeteria will be used for all study halls this school year. When in the cafeteria, please remember to stay socially distant. Now, you'll notice that we're in the gym lobby, the same area where you would enter the building if you were dropped off by car or walked. The main gym, which is your staging area, is located here. Our nurses, Miss Abacoco and Miss Zibbit, can be found in the health office. This building entrance is for visitors only. For this school year, visitors will only be allowed in the building if they have a previously scheduled appointment. All visitors will be temperature screened. Early sign-outs of students will occur here. Forgotten items will be dropped off here and placed into a storage cubby until that student comes to this area to retrieve it. Please remind your parents and guardians to label all items that are dropped off to Morris Hills with the student's name and grade level before arriving to drop off the items. Down this hallway are some of our administrative offices. Here is school counseling, where the offices of our school counselors, child study team members, and the school counseling supervisor, Ms. Rivera, are located. Here's the general office, where the assistant principal in charge of grades 10 and 12, Mr. Melvin, is located. This is the principal's office, where our principal, Dr. Torriello, is located. Mrs. Barcosi, assistant principal in charge of student attendance, has her office in the attendance office. All students arriving late to school should report to the attendance office to sign in with their arrival time. All doctors and other excusal notes should be submitted directly to the attendance office. More information will follow regarding attendance office procedures for the upcoming school year. In these administrative offices are Mr. Merle, assistant principal for grades 9 and 11, and our Morris Hills High School resource officer, Officer Mark McQueston. As we proceed down the academic hallway, please know that Morris Hills High School has 2 floors with classroom numbers being 3 digits. This is a first floor classroom. All of these have a 1 as the starting digit. This is a second floor classroom. All of these have a 2 as the starting digit. If you hear someone refer to a classroom being in the science wing, that refers to a specific area of the building. But that area doesn't just have science classes in it. They cover rooms 158 to 170 on the first floor and rooms 252 to 263 on the second floor. Some science classes may also be held outside of the science wing area. The library is located on the second floor, and often teachers will take their classes there for teacher-led research-based lessons. In the 2020-2021 school year, students will not be permitted to use their lockers. For this school year, we will be having a staggered dismissal at the end of the day. This will allow students to get directly on their buses or with their rides when they arrive. All student pickups, buses, and cars will be in the front circle of the building. On behalf of the administrative team, welcome to Morris Hills High School, and we look forward to meeting and partnering with you this school year.